So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's a handoff to Hubbard. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down. A touchdown apiece. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Let's go. Set, go.
Now Young. Open man, right side. He's got it. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Slot receiver headed right.
Go.
On first down is Young. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. On second down, a run with Hubbard. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. That's on target to Brendan Rice, son of the legend Jerry Rice. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, we're 33. What's up?
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. That's taken in left side by Smith. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6. They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms, so missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance.
And he will. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. So we had both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. Nice job on the return. The Bucs offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Godwin working the right side. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. On 1st down is Mayfield.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
A pass pulled in by Irving. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
This one on target to Godwin. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. Catch made there. That's Smith. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down. Baker to throw. A pass complete there to Smith. And the Bucs are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run this one in. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit. Throwing on second down, Mayfield. And he gets to the out. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Now, Mayfield. He'll go right and find his running back. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. To throw is Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it's going to be fourth down. Fair catch will be taken here. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Here's Mayfield. Gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Mayfield to throw on first and 10. That's complete to Smith. At least close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. Now Mayfield. There's that man again. Another catch. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
That's complete. It's taken down. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision.
Oh, the blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. To throw is Mayfield. He's got it at the 3. And they'll drop to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredible game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a first down. Throwing is Baker. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line.
Roughness. Defense.
Now another try at first and goal, albeit from a little further back. Mayfield. That is caught. And this is... So a win here for the visiting Bucs. They get the home victory here in the division in the first.